Welcome, wrestling fans, to this WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show, as I'm reviewing the Friday Night SmackDown from December 21st, 2024, and we would see this SmackDown kicked off with Solo Sikoa and the New Bloodline coming out to the ring to address the crowd and the WWE Universe as Solo Sikoa responds to Roman Reigns' challenge for Monday Night Raw's debut on Netflix on January 6th. Where Roman Reigns, the OTC, challenges Solo Sikoa to tribal combat to find out who the real tribal chief really is. And Solo Sikoa would say that he accepts this challenge from Roman Reigns, telling him that he plans on walking out as the only tribal chief, and everyone, including Roman Reigns, will have to acknowledge him. And then we see Drew McIntyre would come out to interrupt Solo Sikoa as he had his own message for the tribal chief of the New Bloodline, as he tells Solo it makes him sick to have to stand in the ring in front of him right now, and he's conflicted because he wants to beat Solo Sikoa within an inch of his life, but this confliction is because in his heart it tells him to beat and attack Solo Sikoa right now where he stands and beat him down inside the ring, but his brain tells him that they both have the same goals. So he says, this is what I'm thinking, Solo, I'm gonna go ahead and continue on my Drew McIntyre hit list as I look to take out the rest of the OG bloodline. And you like what I did to your brother Jimmy? Well, how about you wait till what I can do to you? But do me a favor, handle your business against Roman Reigns and take him out like everybody wants you to, and when that's done, then we can handle our business once and for all. What a message from Drew McIntyre. And then out of nowhere, we see Jimmy Uso comes out to attack Drew McIntyre, beating him across the back with the crutch after Jimmy injured his toe at Survivor Series War Games, and is getting payback against Drew McIntyre for him attacking him last week on Friday Night SmackDown. And then we would see, after Jimmy and Drew would fight each other outside the ring, we then see LA Knight, Andrade and Apollo Crews come out to attack Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline, as these three WWE superstars on SmackDown were looking for a little payback against the New Bloodline and the so-called new tribal chief, as these six men would beat each other inside the ring before we would see the start of our first match of the evening on Friday Night SmackDown, as it would be a six-man tag match where we would see the team of LA Knight, Andrade, and Apollo Crews team up against the New Bloodline, Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, and Solo Sikoa. And after an epic match from these six men, we would see at the end Shinsuke Nakamura would come out to interfere in this matchup and attack LA Knight, and we would see Solo Sikoa take advantage of the distraction as he would get the victory, pinning Apollo Crews, as the New Bloodline and Solo Sikoa get the victory. Next on Friday Night SmackDown, we would see a backstage interview with Motor City Machine Guns, as we see Byron Saxton asking Alex Shelley about his upcoming match tonight on Friday Night SmackDown with Johnny Gargano, one half of the new WWE Tag Team Champions in DIY. And Shelley would go on to say that Johnny made the biggest mistake of his life, and he's going to prove to his old friend why that was a huge mistake, attacking them last week and costing Motor City Machine Guns their WWE Tag Team Championships after a low blow from Johnny Wrestling. And we would see that these guys are getting ready for their match, and Alex Shelley would say, I'm going to handle this by myself against Johnny Gargano later on Friday Night SmackDown. And then after this, we would see a video from Saturday night's main event, at the main event match where Cody Rhodes was able to retain his WWE Championship Championship against Kevin Owens. But after the match, KO would viciously attack Cody Rhodes using a pile driver maneuver that's illegal in WWE and injuring the neck of the WWE Champion as the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes is now back at home trying to heal up after a hospital stay after Saturday night's main event, and KO would come out with a video saying why he did what he did, saying that it was the referee's fault. It was WWE's management fault, that what he did to Cody Rhodes on Saturday night's main event was not his fault. Of course, KO won't take blame for this vicious attack, but he says he got screwed out of the undisputed WWE Championship and he should be champion right now. So because of that, that's why he attacked Cody Rhodes, and that's why he also stole the old school Winged Eagle WWE Championship belt. And because he has that Winged Eagle WWE Championship belt now, he plans on holding on to that until he gets what he wants. And he also sends a warning to WWE officials and WWE management saying what happens next is not his fault and it's all on them. As KO says he has not snapped yet, and nobody wants him to snap, but it looks like KO is reaching his edge as he's looking to get another shot at the WWE Championship. Next up on Friday Night SmackDown, we would see the Grayson Waller effect, where A-Town Down Under Grayson Waller and Austin Theory would interview the newest member of Friday Night SmackDown thanks to the transaction period in WWE, as we see Braun Strowman, the monster among monsters, come out for this interview dressed in Santa gear, all from head to toe, passing out all kinds of gifts to people in the WWE crowd there at this event. And then we would see Carmelo Hayes would come out to interrupt this interview with Braun Strowman after it got pretty intense in there, with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory trying to recruit Braun Strowman to start a big mega faction, if you will, saying that they could run WWE. But Carmelo Hayes would come out with a problem with this, telling Braun Strowman that he got lucky beating him last week, that he wasn't ready, but now he's ready to run it back against Braun Strowman. And that would be our next match of the evening, where we would see Carmelo Hayes go one-on-one with Braun Strowman. And guys, this would actually be a pretty epic back and forth matchup between these two superstars who left it all inside of the ring, and Carmelo Hayes would get the upset victory over Braun Strowman due to a count out, a smart move from Carmelo. But guess what? Braun Strowman was not happy, as we see after this match. He chases down Carmelo Hayes in the backstage area looking for Carmelo, when out of nowhere Hayes hits Braun Strowman with a steel chair and sends a huge message to Braun Strowman. But we see the monster among monsters get up pretty quickly after this and try to go after Carmelo Hayes, but we'll have to wait to see what happens next week on whether or not Braun Strowman gets a little payback against Carmelo Hayes after that hit from the steel chair. We would then see our next match of the evening, which would be Alex Shelley going one-on-one with Johnny Gargano, as we see one half of the Motor City Machine Guns taking on his former pupil and friend Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling of DIY, part of the new WWE Tag Team Champions. And after a couple weeks ago, when Johnny Gargano delivered a low blow, a dirty move, pretty much stabbing his friend in the back, Alex Shelley, we see Shelley is looking for some payback, as we've already seen in an interview. But we also seen Johnny Gargano talking to Tommaso Ciampa backstage in the locker room area, saying that he needs to keep Ciampa back there in the locker room area, and that Johnny Gargano's gonna prove that he ain't no kid anymore, and that he's gonna handle his business on Friday Night SmackDown. And in this one-on-one matchup, we would see both of these superstars leave everything inside the squared circle, showing off their athleticism, until we see Johnny Gargano get the victory over Alex Shelley after Tommaso Ciampa would come out to interfere in this matchup, causing a distraction. And even though the other half of the Motor City Machine Guns would come out, as we see Sabin try to help out his friend Shelley, unfortunately, Johnny Wrestling takes advantage to get the victory over Alex Shelley in this one-on-one matchup. Next on SmackDown, we would have our main event match of the evening, as we would see the team of Naomi and Bianca Belair in a women's tag team match as they go up against the team of WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax, the Irresistible Force, and her partner Candice LeRae. That's right, guys, it's not Tiffany Stratton, as Miss Money in the Bank was told earlier in the evening by Candice that she needs to stay backstage and take some notes to see how a championship winning team really goes out there and handles business. Man, what an insult from Candice LeRae, pretty much telling Tiffany to stay in the backstage area and stay out of their business, and telling her that she doesn't know how to win championship matches. This could really backfire, as we see Nia Jax isn't really on board with the insults, but she is on board for this matchup because this would be a match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, after we have not seen the Women's Championships on the line in a while because of the injury to Jade Cargill. But in this matchup, we do see Naomi stepping up for her friend Bianca Belair, and before this match, it would be Naomi who said, nah, I'm not gonna grab the championship belt until I earn it. And in this one-on-one matchup in the main event, we would then see these women go toe-to-toe in this tag team matchup and leave everything inside of the ring. And after it looked like Candice LeRae and Nia Jax will get the victory to become new women's tag team champions, we would then see Naomi and Bianca Belair fight back and be able to win this matchup, as Naomi would get the pinfall on Candice LeRae, and they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, as Bianca Belair gets to hold on to her tag team title and Naomi becomes new and half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, getting the victory in this main event match. And after Tiffany Stratton tried to come out to check on the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax after she split herself open, bleeding down her face, Miss Money in the Bank was concerned about her, but unfortunately she was not able to help out the women's WWE champion or Candice LeRae in this main event matchup. But now we'll have to see going forward, is Tiffany Stratton still friends with Nia Jax, or will we see eventually that Tiffany Stratton cashes in that Money in the Bank briefcase? We'll have to wait and see. But also, congratulations to Naomi on becoming new WWE Women's Tag Team Champion with Bianca Belair, as Bianca is able to retain her tag title and now has a new partner to defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And this has been your WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you WWE Universe, and thank you all subscribers and supporters of Tim Reynolds Show. This sports entertainment, football loving, WWE ballin' sports entertainment YouTube channel is all because of you guys, all because of your support. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you leave some comments to let me know what you guys thought of this WWE show review and what you think of Tim Reynolds Show. Please don't forget to hit that like button, and guys, happy holidays and Merry Christmas from Tim on Tim Reynolds Show. Peace out, guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.